Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're doing my honest, completely, brutally honest reaction and review of every official vanilla Ravenfield map. And yeah, we have the S, A, B, C, and D. I might actually add one. Can I add one? Maybe? No, I don't think I can. Ah well. Yeah. So let's start off with the vehicle testing terrain. Probably the I don't think I've ever played this map before. Maybe like once. But because it's vehicle terrain and I can't really rank it. So I might actually leave this one out. Okay, Twin Islands. It's probably one of the most boring maps in the game, probably. Like, it's not got any POIs or anything, unlike pretty much all of the other maps. It's just two islands that are the same. I mean, I personally play this map quite a lot, so I'd maybe have to put it in C tier, maybe. Mostly because I've played it quite a lot and it's relatively close quarters. And yeah. Okay, Tunnel. Tunnel is, I think, is better than Twin Islands. I actually might put Twin Islands in D tier, the lowest tier. Tunnel, I've played it quite a few times, but mostly because of the Conquest game mode. That is not the arcade game mode, it's the older one. It's mostly because of that, and I quite like it sometimes, but if it's very one-sided most of the time, so I'm gonna put it in C tier for now. Okay, we have Temple, another one that I haven't played that many times. It's not bad once I've actually revisited it quite a few times recently because of the arcade mode, and I actually quite like it. The temple in the map is quite a cool bit. I'm actually gonna rate it maybe above Tunnel, but can I actually? No, there we go. But it's still in C tier. Okay, River Delta, probably another really boring map in my personal opinion. It's probably one of the bigger maps, and I personally think it's too naval focused, like way too naval focused, and the naval combat in this game isn't the best, especially if you're only playing vanilla. Yeah, there's not that many memorable like capture points in this thing. I'm gonna rate it a D tier, the lowest map so far. Okay, we have Rafts. Probably the most one I've played, probably the most. Mostly because I like to play this mod called Gun Game, and then it's kind of fun to just check out my new weapon mods that I've downloaded and stuff like that. So I think I may have to put this up to A tier because it's very easy to get into. It's a very easy map to play. You don't need to, there's no vehicles, so you don't get spawn camped most of the time. So I'm going to put it in A tier for their highest map so far. Okay, Mountain Range. I quite like this map. It's got a decent amount of vehicles. It's a mid to large scale map. I think it is our biggest map that we have covered yet. Maybe. I think River Delta is a bit bigger, but this one, I think it's probably a relatively decent conquest map, or point match or battle map. I think most of the other game modes just don't really fit it that well. So yeah. Okay, we have the OG map, the original Ravenfield map, and I think this is probably one of the best maps in the game. It's probably like really good because it's very mid scale, so it's like not so big that you're walking or you're driving for that long. I think it has the right enough amount of vehicles and stuff. It doesn't have too many vehicles or have too little vehicles. The catch points are pretty memorable, especially like the farm bit, and then there's the beach bit that I usually have to try and take it most of the time. So I think this is going to be our first S tier of the video. It is pretty much the best. It's the OG map. It's probably the best of the mid-scale maps. Yeah. Okay, we have a relatively close quarters map, Glacier. It's not bad, but there's nothing. There's only the lab basically. The other command points aren't really that like memorable at all, except for the lab. Can't speak. And I'm probably gonna put that as a B tier. Not as good as Mountain. Actually, maybe a bit better than Mountain Range, I think. Okay, Dust Bowl. This is kind of a divisive pick because I personally don't really like Dust Bowl that much. It is. I don't know. I just probably haven't had the best like battles with it. Maybe I've just lost quite a few battles. But yeah, I think it's probably one of the worst of the large scale battles. I mean, it's still good. There's still some good stuff there. But I think I'm gonna put it at the top of B tier. It's still a good map, but it's just not probably my least favorite of the big scale maps probably. Okay, Desert Hill. Another relatively boring map. There's not really any POIs that are good or memorable. I mean, I played this map quite a few times. It's okay. I might have to put it in the middle of C tier because it's kind of boring, but not as boring as like Twin Islands or anything. Okay, Coastline. I surprisingly quite like this map quite a lot. I quite like it. It's especially at night. It's quite cool at night because the lighthouse has a cool effect where it like uses its searchlight for like the whole map, so it's not too dark. And then when it's light, you can see the crane as well. The crane's pretty cool to see. Sadly, there's no destruction in this game, so it's not like Battlefield where you can destroy the crane. So I think I might put this A tier. I quite like it. It's a bit bigger than Island, but not as big as like Citadel and Archipelago, so I'm gonna put it as A tier. Citadel, probably one of the most in-depth maps, like the most detailed probably, and it is the one that is in cool story mission. That's quite a cool thing. So, and like Steel Raven, the developer of the game, has added quite a lot of content to this map, like some cool secret rooms and stuff. So I think I might put this in S tier. It's got a decent vehicles and stuff. I mean, I think the team that does control the Citadel at first usually always has a bit of the advantage, obviously, because they have air superiority most of the time, because the team attacking the Citadel only has a Raptor for air combat. So I think it's an S tier. It's not. I mean, I don't think it's the best map, but it is. It's definitely my top 3, I think. Okay, Canyon. Canyon's another pretty big scale map. The net is quite memorable. The broken down airship is pretty memorable. The broken dam is pretty cool. I might put this top of in the middle of A tier. Actually, maybe the bottom of A tier. It's still good though, but I prefer Coastline and Rafts. But it's a good, relatively big map. Okay, probably the best map, like it's probably the first map I've ever played in this game, and it holds a very special place in my heart because it's just the layout's like really good. Because each team does have air vehicles, so each of them do have a chance of getting to the command points relatively D. But I just had to pause the recording there for a second because something happened. But I think Archipelago is the best vanilla map in this game, because each side does have a good chance. So it's always a relatively different kind of battle, because the Ravens are the usual people that usually don't have the aircraft carrier first. That team can most of the time always have a chance of getting the aircraft carrier, and I think it's got the most memorable command points in the game, because you got the aircraft carrier, you got harbor. That's quite a nice, sweet, cool town kind of thing. You got the outpost. Raven Outpost is pretty cool because it's like got some cool stuff in there. Yeah, I think it's just a really good map, and it is the best map in my personal opinion. This is obviously not fact, it's my opinion, so if you do disagree with me, let me know down in the comments. I won't be utterly offended, and hopefully you aren't offended with my ranking. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, a relatively quite different one for my channel, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, I will see you in the next one.